Well, today we need to take care of some maintenance on the RV. It's 6 months old. We've got to wash the roof and clean both the AC coils. Shouldn't need much for this, just a screwdriver, a water hose, and some coil cleaner. So let's get with it. Well, first thing you got to do is remove the screws that hold your cover on. There's 4 in this case, and then this foam piece goes over your coil like that. Actually flips around the other way, but that's just pushed on there. You just pull that right up. Make sure your drain hole, wherever it is, what I did was I took the water hose and just barely cut it on over here where I thought the drain hole was, and made sure water was coming out here. I did that before I sprayed any coil cleaner on the inside coil. Sprayed it on there on both sides, on the back of the fan, and both sides of the condenser coil. Let it sit about, well, follow your directions, whatever it is. I'm gonna let mine sit about 5 minutes and then carefully hose it off. Make sure you don't get any water down in there, which is where your bedroom is in my case, or down in there. So the air comes in, this side goes through the cold inside coil and out through there. That's your vent for when you want air blowing straight out of your AC. That's where that air goes. Everything else is ducted. One of the things I noticed about the back side of the condenser fan is that debris collects in these little pockets right here. It'll wash out with a hose. I've already sprayed all this down with cleaner, and it's easier just to hit it with a little bit of pressure from the water hose. Make sure it's all washed out, wash the fan blades off. If I had time today, honestly, I would go get a little brush of some kind and get down in here and clean this squirrel cage out, because you can see where debris is building up in there. In time, that'll reduce your the capacity of this thing to actually blow air. Make it noisy, make it out of balance, you know, a number of things. So we're going to use very low pressure on these coils, just because I don't want to get anything wet down in there. And when I say low, like when I'm doing the inside coil, it's like it's like that, you know, and I'm not really doing a whole lot of washing. I just want to get this stuff rinsed off. If you keep your filters clean, you won't have a lot of problems with this inside coil. There's going to be there's going to be an occasional spider get in here under your insulated cap. So the webbing and the spiders and stuff will get hung up in here a little bit. There's a gnat or 2 in there. It's really not that big a deal. If you get a toothbrush, an old toothbrush, you can pull that stuff up out of there. Rinse it on both sides. Rinse your blade. Rinse the condenser coil on both sides. You can wash it really well. More pressure, more water pressure. The water just flows out of here. But when you get in here, you're relying on one little hole down here, and if it gets clogged up, you're probably gonna get your RV wet. So just be careful with it. When you get done, put it all back together, turn it back on. By the way, we did turn the power off to both units before we started. When you get everything cleaned up, put everything back together. The insulated cover, the outer cover, 4 screws, turn the power back on, and it'll dry itself out in a few minutes, and that'll be it.